I want to share with you all my most empowering experience and trust exercise from the retreat and really in my life so far. So during the retreat, the first few days there was a full moon, and I see the moon shining through my window when I was getting ready for bed. And this was around 10:30 at night. So I was in California and it got dark around 6. So one night after dinner, I went outside because I wanted to see if I could see the full moon before I was actually in bed. So I go outside and I'm looking around. I don't see the moon, but it's a nice evening. And so I just continue walking around, and I thought to myself, maybe I should grab a flashlight in case I go out on the trail. But I was like, no, I'm not going on the trail. So I kept walking towards the deck, and I stood on the deck and looked up at the stars, and they were so bright and beautiful. And then I heard, "Take your glasses off." Okay, that had been told to me several times throughout the retreat up to that point. So I took my glasses off and I looked up, and I could see the outline of trees and their shapes, but the stars were a blur. So again, couldn't really see much. And then I heard, "Go on the trail." And I'm like, what? Do what now? It's pitch black. Like, it's dark out. I don't have a flashlight. And I know you're telling me to go out here without a flashlight and without my glasses on. So I know better than to doubt or argue with spirit. So I followed directions and started walking towards the trail. Because I had been out for a minute, my eyes had adapted to the darkness. But there was also light from this retreat center and some light from the deck. So I start walking down the stairs towards the trail. But once I got to the bottom of the stairs, that's where it was really dark. The light was gone by that time. And I started feeling a wave of emotions and fear. I started having shortness of breath and heart racing. And I stood there just trying to calm myself down. Then it came to me that this is where I am in my life right now. I can't see, and I'm unsure. I don't know where to go or what to do. And Spirit said, "I'm going to send help. Keep walking." So I obeyed and I continued walking. And I got onto the trail, and there was a beautiful, huge tree. And I stood there, and it was really a place of comfort for me. And I took a minute, really trying to gather myself. Then it occurred to me that my ancestors, as they escaped slavery, they were out in the dark, in the woods, unable to see, unaware of where to go, but trying to get to freedom. And I'm in deep gratitude and appreciation for them, and also in the present moment of my own experience of going through this dark forest. And Spirit said, keep walking. And there was a property across from the retreat center, and the trail had a fence line, and so I could see the property in the distance. It was lit up, and I was directed to just walk to the fence, which was a good distance, but it wasn't that bad or that long, but it was dark and I couldn't see. And so I took 2 more steps and I stopped and turned around. I couldn't do it. I was scared, and I was ready to get back to safety and comfort. And so I started walking back towards the retreat center. And I stopped near the steps again and reflected on my ancestors and how I was out there with boots and a jacket and a hoodie, relatively warm, and just thinking how it was much colder when they were out and they had on much less than I did, and feeling the emotions, and again just gratitude and appreciation for them and their strength, their journey, and their perseverance. And then I saw a light. Someone was out on the trail walking towards me, and that little bit of light just shined enough of the trail to where it gave me more comfort. And I started crying again, grateful for Spirit honoring their word and sending some help. So I got off of the trail and went back inside the retreat center, knowing that I had to go back out there the next day and finish this walk.